holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And all the way up to the 46. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. A give to McCoy. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Wilcox. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Titans 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. They find some open field here. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 34. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Throw left side complete. That's Burns. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Wilcox. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing on 1st down. Wilcox rolling to his right. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On third down, Wilcox sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Wilcox buying time to his left. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. This give is to McCoy. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Wilcox. This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Hines. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Off the play fake, Wilcox. Flush to his nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Wilcox throwing the out route incomplete. It's McCoy. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Second and 8. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And off comes to Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Again, it's McCoy.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now McCoy. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Wilcox. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilcox. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it.
mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
On second down, Montgomery. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now back to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. David Montgomery with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Titans 24. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Wilcox towards the end zone for Brown. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 9 now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Wilcox. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Wilcox eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize, because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll go again to McCoy. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. With his 12th touchdown on the ground, his 15th overall. And the Titans capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Now after touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.